Hi, ladies and gentlemen, I am D. Tyrone Caliber, your... But I am D. Tyrone Caliber, your resident variety space gamer. You'll catch me in here playing mostly space games, whether it be space RPGs, space sims, space action games, stuff like that. Out on this channel, I normally start my YouTube side of the stream at about 3:30 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. Right now we're playing Starfield, and it's a game that I have put a lot of hours in, but it's the first real full playthrough I have ever done live. And I may explain a bit more of that later. But like I said, you will catch me playing a lot of space games here on this channel. So if you want to check me out on the game side of things, I will be here on YouTube for the chat sessions. And you just missed our Marbles Grand Prix. That is on the Twitch side of things at the Tyrone Caliber. So if you want to come into the Caliber Grand Prix and join the fam there, we start that at 2 p.m. Eastern. So with that being said, let's get into the space adventure. All right, so Zun, I told you to hold that thought until we get into Starfield. So now it's time for the question of the day. And to answer your question of the day, there's an encounter in WoW where you have to fight a guy called Agalan the Observer. Visuals along with the dialogue associated with the purpose of his appearance, a lot to consider. So from what you're saying is, from here on out, every time if anyone mentions the Observer, it causes you to pause for a second. That's what you're telling me? Look, I'm telling you, I said this. Now, I don't know if you were here last week, Akeem, but I told this story, and I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. But somebody in the chat last week, I think it was Vaughn, somehow we got to talking about Elite Dangerous. Different space games, we got to talking about Elite Dangerous. And we talked about when you get cooked in that game, you lose some parts of progress. Yes, because he's kind of like a restaurant health and safety checker, where if your hygiene rating falls below a certain threshold, he bombs your shop with you in it. For all that, if that person is not... Now, we only did 4 races today, CM. And he's bombed millions of shots. Listen. If he cares that much, my attitude about stuff like that is people who go off and are that passionate about everybody else's stuff, I want to see your house. Your house had better be on the lifestyles of the rich and famous if we go on that route. But now I see him, that was the last race of the evening. We normally do 4 races a stream, except for the end of the month. The end of the month, I try to go 5 as kind of like a signifier for, you know, it's the end of last month, beginning of a new month. But yeah, no, I told a story last week about in Elite Dangerous, you can go out and scan different planets, scan different plants, and bring it back to a space station for money, for millions of credits. That data stays with you so long as you're still alive and haven't turned it in. If you crash land, or if you end up getting cooked by any point to where you end up going back to the reload screen, all of that gets lost. I've read stories of people losing about $1 billion in credits because they went onto a planet with 2 or 3 times the gravity that Earth has, nosedives into the planet, explodes, and there have been cats that have basically said, I had to turn the game off. I just had to turn it off. Me personally, I have almost crash landed into a planet and lost almost $500 million. That still haunts me. It's haunted me so badly that even when I play No Man's Sky, that I have to pay attention. I still feel like I pay attention to how I'm gonna land in my trajectory. And No Man's Sky is a lot more forgiving. In some ways, I'm terrified of the repercussions of Star Citizen and just landing my ship. I've already crashed once into a star station, but I'm almost hyperventilating thinking about it. Because in my head, I'm still thinking of how much money am I going to lose? So yeah, to everybody else, to explain a bit of our question of the day, that's basically what I'm talking about. Like a moment in your gaming history that if someone brings it up, it almost triggers something in you to where you need to pause for a minute, tell the person to sit down and say something like, let me tell you the story of how I almost got smoked by something.
Nowhere else in the galaxy quite like New Atlantis, huh?
So there is a few things.
Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am a bit sad.
Before we get into this, I need to get my hands on, I need to go talk to Sarah first. Need to find Sarah first because we're gonna finish what we did last week. We're grabbing the 2 artifacts. We're gonna put those up and then we're gonna go look for Barret. So we're gonna go talk to Sarah. Then we're going to get some information on the dream house because that's one of the perks that I picked up when creating this character. All right, boss, get up.
Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like you were being pulled across the entire galaxy? Well, it got me thinking, so I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor.
So, a little bit of backtracking to those who are kind of new to this. I'm a member of a group called Constellation. That's the group everybody is a part of when they first play the game. That is the main story group called Constellation. This is your boss. And we've had some conversations about these quote-unquote artifacts that I'm about to turn in.
Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back.
I guess Aja must have been quite an amazing person.
She absolutely was. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege.
Let's see. Being paired with the boss must have been quite an honor.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I adopted her methods. You know, Aja and I logged quite a few interesting discoveries together. But it was the journey itself that I'll never forget.
I can definitely relate to that.
Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone.
I take it I'm the protege in this journey?
At this point, I'd say you've graduated from protege and moved up the ladder. A bit. You know, all this talk
Yes!
about Aja—
Hey, Hermione! What is going on? Welcome in.
I
Go ahead.
miss her dearly.
That reminds me, I forgot to change this back over to Starfield. What is going on, Hermione? How is your Friday? I hope it is going well. But yeah, we did a little bit of marbles earlier. Week 1 of something that I like to call the Caliber Grand Prix. This is our second season.
No, she retired. Living on Porima 2 now, I think. Come to think of it.
Our resident Hermione, our resident Ravenclaw member of the Nightbreaker Division.
Introductions.
I had the day off because I had jury duty, which I was truly looking forward to. No, that's, well, good on you. Good on you. Doing your civic duty. Doing your civic duty. I'm glad. I am glad. Not many people have that kind of attitude about it, but I didn't get chosen, so I was out in an hour. Well, at least you showed up, because I know some people that would like, nah, I'm good.
You okay? Oh, don't worry. There's no bad blood between us.
Went along with my mom.
The worst
Aaron's
that might happen
grandson.
is you get stuck
More
listening to
calm
two
than being
old
at school.
friends catching up on old times.
That's a good point.
Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you.
Ah, you certainly have me figured out. Now I've eaten lunch and returning to test prep. Test is January 23rd. And like I said, you are going to go through it with flying colors.
Then we're both on the same page. Anyway, that's all I had to discuss for now. So if you'd point the way, we can continue our journey.
Yeah, it is going to be a breeze. Go in, take a quick breath, go through your prep, do what you have to do. And whatever you need to do to ease yourself into that test, go ahead and do it. The reason why it kind of sticks with me is because you remind me
Yes, absolutely.
You remind me of when I would go through my test for promotion while I was still in. And
so, were you eating at the Sage Brook? Or is it just a quick snap from the Terragrup?
But yeah, when you were talking about test prep and going for all of that stuff, my thought did kind of go through when I would go through promotional testing and stuff like that, and remembering a lot of the things that I used to do, even when I'm sitting in the chair looking at the test itself.
And as you enter the city, please keep moving. Okay.
So do your thing. I'm gonna congratulate you beforehand. I'm also gonna say I'm proud of you beforehand.
I liked that statue. It's beautiful.
Because you got it. I have all the faith in the world for in you. Not a problem. I love one of the things I have enjoyed in streaming is hearing people reaching for something and making next steps in their journeys or whatever their in whatever they want to do, whatever's next in their career. I always enjoy seeing people do that. Maybe for the CTE test, which is career and technical education. Right on. And I'm glad you explained that. I'm glad you explained career and technical education. I've watched too much football and wrestling. So CTE means something a little different. So it's a lot of technology. Right on. Right on. Like I said, I think you got it. I think you got it. I had to go through internet history, what land means. Oh! It's my first choice. Right on. For subject. Right on. Oh boy.
Most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the gnat.
All right, so first thing we are going to do is, I guess we're just gonna go on an ad. Do the commercial district. But like I said, go for it. Go for it. I've always been kind of fascinated by internet history and how we got to here, especially considering I'm getting into I'm going after my master's in digital media right now, and just hearing, reading bits and pieces and answering the question of, how did we get here?
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course.
How did we get here to streaming? We went from dial-up internet to now so many people are using streaming services or streaming themselves.
Good luck out there. I mean, together we can really make a difference.
All right, sir. I know I'm doing a job for you, but I got other matters. I need to talk to you about my house.
Right. Small home in the Olympus system, right? There's a balance on that property. Argos Extractors negotiated a very fine loan for you. There are weekly payments, but if you miss a payment, no big deal. It's a pay-as-you-go type of affair. But I think we'd all be happier if you dealt with the mortgage one way or the other.
Digital video disc. Why am I drawing a blank right now? All right, what options do I have?
Certainly. So there are two ways to take care of a loan for good. One's easy. Just pay off the balance, then the house is yours, free and clear, and you are one very happy new homeowner. The other option, less ideal, is just walk away and we foreclose on the property.
Digital versatile disc. Ah, okay. I was the V and D I wasn't completely sure of. Then let me pay off the loan.
Everything is in order. Excellent. Let me be the first to congratulate you on owning your house fully. No more mortgage payments for you. I have to finalize the paperwork, but I wish you all the best.
There we go. So now I have a home. I have a home thanks to a mining company. So Hermione, I don't know how much of Starfield you know of, but so we'll do that when we leave the planet. Only pieces of Madison Street. Okay, so when you create a character, there's different traits that you can pick, right? Whenever I played this, I normally picked kids stuff. I don't follow many stories with big games like this. Okay. So I normally end up picking kids, kids stuff. And I remember this pool though. Yeah. There's a part of me that keeps wanting to jump into it, but I'm like, no. No, I don't want. For some odd reason, my brain fountain thing. He let his son play. my brain keeps telling me, nope, that's against the law. Nope, that's against the law. Nope, that's against the law. You are a professional. That is not what you do. I'm pretty sure he went in the water. I'm not surprised. After watching enough of Moose's streams, I am 100% not surprised. But yeah, I normally end up picking kids stuff as one of mine, so where my parents are still alive. This is the first time I haven't picked it. This time I picked Dream House, to where I have a house, but I have to pay it off.
Taking a look at your file. Bounty hunter. All right. Just keep the chaos to a minimum. No collateral damage, okay?
Yes, Mr. Officer. I will keep it to an absolute minimum. Now, define minimum. Hey, 302, what it do? Yes, we are playing Starfield.
I can't think of a better place to recharge.
We are playing Starfield today.
Next mission.
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader?
sounds kind of specific there, my guy. But yeah, this time around, I decided to pick the Dream House, and I also decided to pick Wanted. Which means, at any point while I am in space, I could get jumped by bounty hunters. Who want to turn me in to whoever their supplier is and use me as a hood ornament. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I gave you a second shout out. Which is still a reminder to everybody. Hermione is a wonderful streamer.
You okay?
So go ahead and check her out.
I catch myself just staring at the collection sometimes.
Not a problem,
By
Hermione.
no means. Maybe that's how our ancestors felt when they were looking up at the stars for the first time.
They didn't just gawk at the stars, Mateo. They explored. They tested. Science brought us to space, not daydreaming.
I disagree. What's the point of science if not to enable humanity's dreams? And where do those dreams come from?
Not every dream is a pleasant one. I agree with Noel. The work is what moves us forward.
You're with me, right? Science or dreams? Which one is the true muse of space exploration?
Okay, I will bring this up to the chat. What do y'all think? Me personally, dreams are the reason you start the science.
Exactly. We can't forget what really makes us human.
Genes and evolution are what made us human, Mateo. Both of you clearly need to go back to school.
Dreams are wonderful, but they don't pay for helium-3. Constellation's bank account can attest to that.
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andrasia celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help.
I'm not sure I trust you yet, Andresia. And for yours, my friend. I'd be happy to keep traveling with you.
I have no objections. Let us see what else we can find out there.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
Roger that, Vladimir. He's on his way.
At some point, I'm on my way. But yeah, this is my feeling about it. Dreams lead to desires, right? So think about it. Think about it. If you want something, if you want something bad enough, you're going to want to go get it. Am I correct? And you're going to take whatever steps you need in order to get it. No, you can't buy anything on dreams alone. You're right. But at the same time, if you're just doing this on status and numbers alone and all this other stuff like that, you're not going to do as well. You're not going to want to desire it as much. It's just basically just going to be a job.
Hello. Very good.
All right. So now, I know we should go talk to Vladimir, but we're not going to do that yet. We are going to go look at this house because this is one that's new to me. I've never seen the house before. I've never seen the dreaming house before. So I'm curious of what it looks like. Like, where do I park? Where do I land? So for a person who has put in about 1,500 hours in this game, this is new.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
All right. And one of the things I do love about games like this, I loved it in Fallout. I've loved it in what is it? I've loved it in Fallout. I love it in this game. Stuff like that. One of the reasons why I love Space Engineers as much as I do. I love building stuff. Am I the best at it? No. But I love doing it. Yes. Yes. I love Hermione. I love space games. I absolutely love space games. I'll tell you a story of this. Excuse me. Final Fantasy IV. The only space game I've ever played is Planet Craft. It's a game that's on my radar. I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. I had the demo for a little bit before my computer decided it wanted to go crap up. But I loved like my first experience playing a game that has something to do with space was Final Fantasy II in the US. But actual name was Final Fantasy IV. And played Oxygen Not Included. He was obsessed with it, so I learned some about it. That's another game that I've thought about. It kind of reminds me of like a more involved Fallout Shelter. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if they came out with a Starfield base builder mobile game for like the iPad and stuff, I'd play it. Kind of like how they do with Fallout Shelter. Yeah, I'd play it. But yeah, playing Final Fantasy II, there's a part in that game where you end up on the moon. And when I tell you, the kid version of me was freaking out that entire time. I'm like, we're going to where? We're going to the moon? And I remember I took my character and when I took my character and just walked out on the moon the first time, I was shook. I was shooketh. Oh, on the YouTube side, I know there's some latency that's going on, so you're probably going to catch this later. But no, this is strictly vanilla. Let me type that in right quick. I cannot type right now. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out this dual streaming thing. Seeing how much I can actually do with it. If I can go low latency and stuff like that. So I'm kind of tiptoeing my way through it.
Gear looks green. Ready to land.
All right. Okay. So We are here at the crib.
James, do you require my assistance?
Now, where is the crib? All right, so we got a little house on the hill. So with all this future tech, does anybody have a lawnmower? There's one thing I'm a stickler for is cutting grass.
Over here. There's something we need to discuss.
Man, why are you at my house? Why are you at my house? Why is you stalking me? I'm not doing the Trackers Alliance yet. Okay, so this. All right, so it's a nice little quaint house. Tell me about it. I just want to talk. Got us a little kitchen here. 2-burner stove with an oven. One of the things I do like to try to do, attempt to do, shall I say, is find things in different games and try to build them in Space Engineers. And one day I want to be good in SE, good enough in SE to actually build this type of base in the game. Except for Quest and Followers, the game is so much stable vanilla. I've heard on the other side. I have heard on the other side. Or I've heard like people who try to put mods in this game and how unstable it could be. I've never really played with mods all that much in Bethesda games, even though that sounds kind of crazy when you think about it. Since there's so much of a modding culture in this game. As for settings, I'm using just regular. I'm just using regular right now. When I get into New Game Plus, I'm gonna change some of the settings around. Okay, so these seems to be the little bedrooms. How many? This seems to be the master. So there might be some work I might have to put in on it. Oh, it's a nice balcony. I'm gonna say, if that tracker is up on the balcony looking for me, we're gonna have some issues. Ooh, ping pong table. All right. Earth-like gravity. 25, seems like 25 degrees Fahrenheit? No, might be Celsius. I don't know. Maybe Celsius. Seems like. I forget if they put it in Celsius or Fahrenheit in these. I think it's Celsius. 21% oxygen, so this seems to be an Earth-like planet. So that's interesting. They gave Alpha Centauri 2 Earth-like planets. And we have the bathroom here. Seems like it only has one bath in here. Kinda odd. Or maybe I'm just used to two bath. At least in any home.
There's something we need to discuss.
And I don't need to talk to you. I will deal with you later, Tracker. That's one of the quest lines we're gonna do at some point. Trackers Alliance.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how it goes?
It's close enough, Andresia. Close enough. All right. So with that out of the way,
Captain, I was just thinking. Let's get to it.
Marika, I'm gonna take Marika with me because I already have her geared up and ready to go. So let us go find us a Barret.
We have
I might have to do some work in that house at some point later.
orbital insertion completed.
Or?
You tagged their grab drive.
Oh, get out my face. It's coming out here off rip. Trying to cook me. I don't know what's wrong with you. All right. So we gotta head back to the beginning of the game. Off to Vectra. Vectra is where you absolutely started when you log into the game.
Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
Hey!
Target's jump system down.
I'm not taking any of these ships right now.
You tagged their grab drive. Enemies propulsion systems offline.
Damn these mercs. Don't have the patience to wait for a real score. Guess you couldn't help joining the fray. Just glad you didn't eat it. Because the bounty on your head gets bigger the longer you live. So we just want to make sure it stays that way.
I'll explain that in a minute. So I do not care so long as savage rights are mine.
Now, pick 'em clean for all we care. What's yours will be ours sooner or later anyway. So, you keep that pretty little mug of yours alive until it's enough for us to retire, okay? Be seeing ya.
Okay, so that was a consequence of the wanted trait. And I'll show you the letter in a minute. To those who haven't seen it. What was the name of it? Was it wanted? Yes. This feels like Star Wars now. This is the letter that is sent out to bounty hunters if you select that trait at the beginning of the game. All soldiers of fortune, I want James Curtis caliber in. A large sum of credits will be added to your account upon confirmation of the kill. To add to the game, this number will increase by a set amount every week. I know what you're thinking. The longer you wait, the higher the bounty. But ask yourself, will the next hunter be as patient as you? So it's gotten to the point I've been hunted down enough times to where there are bounty hunters that will quote unquote defend me from other bounty hunters. There are other bounty hunters that will defend me from other bounty hunters.
But inorganic materials out there.
Solely to keep me alive long enough for that bounty to be high enough to cook me. And so we're back here again.
Well, you're back.
Hey, Lynn.
Don't you Lynn me. I thought things had already gone sideways, but no, that was just the beginning. More pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time. Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties, they didn't make it.
Should have evacuated after their first attack.
It's not like we were eager to stick around, but we had injured people on recovery and pickup coming at some point. Just not soon enough. Anyway, I was pinned down behind some crates with Barret. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. Like he knew this was it. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Stay here, Lynn. I got you."
That don't sound good.
Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the 3rd one in a headlock. Drags him out into the open at gunpoint and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's 3rd law on this guy's temporal lobe. And that's when they brought out Hela.
It's going so well. I didn't know Barret had that in him. But, of course, game is always going to be the game.
I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barret put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the pirate ship. And that's the last I saw of either of them.
And I need to find Barret and Heller.
They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive, even if you could find them... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty. I just want to pack up.
Okay, so I guess we're fixing the comms computer. We're playing IT. This. With the door locked. Go through everybody's favorite part of this game. The lock puzzle. That and that. Security. Pull out data storage. not at master yet. It should be good. Outpost, engineering. Pull out the data storage. Pull out the data storage components and download the contents onto a slate. It appears to be an audio transmission. Okay, so these goofballs fried a computer and decided not to take the hard drive. Why? Amateurs. Right?
Can't believe we got into this mess. Would you be quiet? Trying to make out the grav jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D, doomed.
All right, Shaggy.
Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
Y'all are terrible. Y'all are amateurs. I'm disappointed. I am disappointed in y'all. But my day is not ruined. I will take this. In.
So, you actually get that computer working again?
Found a transmission from Barret.
What? Let me see that. Funny. Even knowing he's alive, I still never want to see him again. Hella, on the other hand. Okay. Let me send you the location data embedded in the transmission. Find them, okay?
Thanks, Lad.
Be a while before Argos comes to pick me up. I'll be here if you need me. And hey, if you ever need a little extra help, I've been thinking about a career change lately. Maybe it's time to put Argos behind me.
Always.
Seems like you've been keeping busy, Dusty. If, you find yourself in need of a capable traveling companion, we should talk. My contract's up with Argos, and I could use a change of scenery.
You're just the kind of traveling companion I want. Come on along.
Works for me. I'm not fussy about assignments. I'll go where I'm needed.
All right. That's right. I don't have enough space, but she is on the crew.
Right. I'll get to work. Let's catch up later.
So I need to level up, I think it's my leadership skill. And with leadership, I could add more people to my ship, I believe. Let's get up on out of here. So, Hermione, I don't know if you've checked out the question of the day, but I'm curious. I'm curious to see where you are with that. Like, what moment in a game has made such an impact on you that in a way, every time if someone brings up a moment like that, you kind of have to pause for a second. Great. No, I talked about this last week. But and I've said it a few times already, but I was telling the story about in Elite Dangerous how I almost lost almost $500 million in credits. It was almost crash landed into a planet. But when I thought about it for a moment, I had to pause for a little bit. I had to take a breath because I still remember how it happened. That moment actually made me rethink, probably in Spiral where I left off. Okay, let's talk about it. I was playing it on stream. Okay.
Captain James, greetings.
If there's a ship, there's another ship coming. Some kind of nope, stay on task, stay on task, stay on task, stay on task. I want the ship, stay on task. I want the ship, stay on task. Some kind of boss. It's 2 parts where you have to not die and get first in a race. Okay. I'm trying to think of, there's a game I think I was watching CM play that was kind of like that. And then get out and do a runaround thing with a big dragon enemy. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds like you have quite the handful. I tend to forget. I rage quit after like the 40th time. I haven't opened it since. I'm not mad. I am not mad. That attitude right there is the very reason why I will never play any of the Soul series. Never. I will never play any of the Soul series because of that moment. November 26, 2023 is what Steam says. Is that the is that the date of the divorce? Rip me with that game.
Oh, hey, it's you. And here I thought you were some pirate coming back to kill me. Lucky me, right?
Ooh, bro, you are on a lot of painkillers, but otherwise you're in surprisingly good health.
Considering the spaceship wreckage, you mean? Yeah. Well, you missed the worst of it. Pretty sure we ripped through all the emergency meds that were salvageable. Hey, you know, when I pulled you to the med bench back on Vectera, I honestly thought, shit, I think I just saved someone's life.
Huh?
Awfully proud moment.
Turtle Boy commits tax evasion.
So, I guess I'm saying, glad I paid it forward.
That's,
I was so terrified when I got pulled on board that boat.
That's,
There it was all.
Is that a game?
Sorry, brother. I'll get us out of this. Trust me.
Trust me is my go-to line when someone shouldn't trust me. It was supposed to be a 5-hour game. It was a multi-view on stream. Oof. Ooh.
I'm starting to see that. He tells me we need to start pretending to fight each other. Trick the pirates into thinking they need to come in before one of us gets killed. I just remember him shouting, "This kid is a killer. How am I supposed to defend myself against these pearly whites? He's gonna bite my face off." I mean, I didn't think it would work.
We got it free. I'll look and see the name of the boss, but I think I got halfway when the person in the lead
Barret reached for one of their guns.
That's like this. Looks like he smashed the flight controls completely.
Bingo.
But I had to smile and keep trying because it was streamed. That, you know what?
Through to the flight console. Dropped orbit like a rock off a high rise. I blacked out. And when I came to, there he was, smiling like it was just another day on the job. You missed the fun part, Heller. I mean, I go through all the trouble of saving your butt, and you weren't even awake to notice. Then he did the little finger gun thing.
The playing challenges like this on stream will either make you lock in and finish or make you crash out and quit. And my insanity challenge on Mass Effect, I did because I was streaming was the only reason why I finished it on insanity.
Oh, yeah. Probably should have talked about that first. Did I mention I'm on a lot of painkillers? So, I was real excited when a ship showed up. Then, less excited when I realized it was a Crimson Fleet ship. And then, really less excited when Barret said, "It's okay, I got this." He mumbled something to him, and then they were all gone.
Crimson Fleet has him again.
I was drifting in and out, but yeah, I think so. Got a signal from the ship before they grav jumped. Guessing it was Barret. Haven't really been in a good space to have a listen. Here you go.
Stag, I wanted to give up, but I managed to catch a break eventually.
I should come with
Probably the 33rd attempt and beat that one.
Everyone else is coming.
Rage. Okay, Hermione, was it Quiet Storm rage or throw controller rage? Get you on your feet first, brother.
Just, don't ask me to operate any heavy machinery for a while. Give me a minute. I think the worst of it is... Yeah, I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Ready to wisecrack with the best of them. Let me know when you want to head out.
right, let's go ahead. She's like this undead girl who went.
Still think there might be a
Ugh.
spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock. Whew, oh, I'm glad to hear you say that. For a second there.
All right. So
You
I
got
will.
it. Catch you on the flip side, boss. Thanks for letting me tag along.
It's like Exorcist meets cute 2D thing. That's a combination. That's an interesting combination. Oh boy. But yeah, no. For me, I don't think I've never thrown a controller in a rage. The worst you would get out of me is seething. Spewed green stuff, yeah, but apparently there were 2 bosses after that. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. I only looked it up just now.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I'm just recalling. I'm sorry. I brought back such a terrible memory. But sometimes getting this out in the open is good therapy. It's good therapy. It's to get it out and say, you know what? I've moved past this. I may never play this game again. I was on 5.7 hours. I may never play this game again. But you know what? I've moved past it. April 23rd, 2021. Nope. Day 1 was also ended. Hermione, here's what I will say to you on that note. You beat the game.
Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
Or Hermione, I will say it like this. You beat the game. When you're done playing the game, when the game is over for you, you beat it. Massa time! That's the way I see it. Or at least my way of making me feel better about a game that kicked my teeth in.
The Varun are down. We really show those Varun zealots who owns these skies. Most ships would have bugged out and left us with this mess. But you, total class act. Any way we can repay you?
Oh, it's fine. No need for payment.
Very noble of you.
Chilling.
Over and out.
You know me. Taking down the evils of this galaxy. Being the space cowboy that I am. The space sheriff. Doing what I gotta do for the good of the people. Astronaut. I want to say boo, but that was good. That was good. That was, all right, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. El Presidente. ID? ID? I have a question. Do we... First off, I'm glad to see you. I really am glad to see you. Don't get me wrong. But I heard your one of your promos.
You've given the fleet a lot of trouble, Barret.
Hey, since when is surviving being attacked causing trouble? Isn't that just fighting back? Hey, pilot, could you move your arm a little bit to the left? I can't make out the console.
Don't move! He's trying to figure out our destination, probably transmitting this conversation right now while we're still in orbit.
Well, yeah, thought I was making that pretty obvious. Okay, put the gun down. I'm done. See? My retinas are pointing away from the console and towards this lovely view of space we have out the window.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun starts.
I just want to know. I just want to know if you're okay. I just want to know if you're okay. Because, you know, as a member of the El Presidente fan club, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure you're okay. That's all I need to know. Blink twice if you're under duress. Never been better. So, ladies and gentlemen, El Presidente, one of the members of the chat that at one point in time was a world record holder in Madden.
Face your suffering. You have met your...
Excuse me? What'd I do to y'all?
Jumping out of here.
What did y'all beef with me? I should check the leaderboard sometime.
Enemy's grav drive out of commission.
You know what? Since y'all want to jump me, let's have a talk, my friends. Now, let's have us a talk. I could use another ship in my fleet.
And we're locked in.
Since you just want to come out of nowhere.
Maybe we can get out of this without a fight, huh?
Not a chance, Marika. Absolutely not a chance. If we got out of this without a fight, I'd actually be disappointed. Okay. And you can take that. Whoa. There, take that. And Marika is fighting by herself. Marika, what are you doing? Okay, well, I guess I don't have to worry about you. Nope, I didn't see anything. Rika out here trying to take on the whole squad by herself. Good on you. You did good, my friend. And this is why ladders suck on these ships. Line them up. We'll snag all of these. Hey, that's you two down. Ah! Okay. Guessing the bridge is left. Stay away from the extinguisher. Ow, 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 ow.
You will fall.
Ah! Marika, don't go up there! Get him! There you go. Good job, Marika. This is why I like having you on the team. Now, let me snag the rest of this stuff out of here. What's mine is mine. What's yours is mine. Including your ride. Time is hard to come by these days, feels like. Yeah. I'm actually debating. It won't be anytime soon, but I'm actually debating on trying to speed run this. Just to see if I can do it. It's a lot shorter of a time commitment. I want to say world record on this is like 15 minutes. Appreciate the lurk, Dub. Yeah, here's the thing. The main story is not long.
I've got something with your name on it, boss.
Yeah, the main story is not long at all. Just like really any other Bethesda game.
We're docked.
But just like with really any other Bethesda game, you can, most of your gameplay is going to be doing other things outside of the main story. But I think the starting from scratch run is like somewhere like less than 40 minutes.
I have something for you. Got a sec. We've detached. Let's get out of here.
So this game isn't necessarily long. There's a lot of things you can do in it. But this isn't necessarily a very long game. If you're just sticking to the script. But who plays a Bethesda game and just sticks to the script? Let me get up. I need to put this stuff up. So yeah, we're gonna go knock out the one and only. We're gonna go save Barret. And then, depending on how much time we have left, we are going to But yeah, depending on how much time we have left, we may start the next one, go back to the eye, see if we can find another, at least some information on the next artifact. Or we might get some info on the temples. Hey, buddy. Turret over there is blocked. Okay. That. Come on out there, freebooter. Come here, talk to me. Come on out. I just want to talk. I want to talk to you about your car insurance. Did you know? Did you know you can save 30%? You just come from out of hiding. What else we got? Oh. Come on. On out. On out. go up there and go talk to him. This one must be really high level. I'm hitting bro with 2 times damage. And he is still just doing his thing. Oh, he was high level. If I'm getting 100 XP out of that, we switch over to the dock. Oh boy! All right, you down. I'll come back and scoop the rest of you goofballs up. Not gonna go with Loot Goblin this time around, for once. So ID, how else has everything been going?
I got this. Come on!
Good job, you turned all the lights out. Didn't do it any good for you. All right, where is... Crimson Fleet Outpost. So over on the YouTube side, thank you for sticking with me for as long as you have.
Oh yeah, there's no certainty to the universe at all. Once you really start getting out there, laws of physics kind of turn into suggestions.
Pulling my leg again, right? No exaggerations this time.
Hey, unicorn. Not kidding.
What? A mythical mare with a magic horn thing? Come on. Was King Arthur riding on it too?
Okay, it was more of an extremophile in the vague shape of a horse. But my point still stands. You need an open mind out there. You go into the far reaches of space too tightly wound, your brain is just gonna pop like a soda can.
All right, some people have heard me say this before. Barret sounds way too much like an uncle. Like that uncle who just tells stories all the time. Barret is just Unc. That's it. That's all he is. He's Unc. Ooh. I don't think I have any paramours on me. Well, I'm just gonna have to figure it out.
Holy shit. You actually found me. Well, this is turning into a regular Constellation party, isn't it? I should have brought drinks.
Just look at him. Don't he look like somebody, uncle? I don't. Yes, I don't know why, but yes.
Well, you didn't need to worry too much. Matsura the Grim here is actually a wonderful host.
No reason captivity should be unpleasant.
See, that's what I mean, Matsura. Real considerate.
I have enjoyed our time together, Barret. But I can't just let you go with nothing to show for it. Is Constellation willing to pay ransom in exchange for this man's freedom?
Hasn't Barret been through enough trouble? Just let him go. As he leans back in his recliner. I'll try it.
You want me to end all this with nothing to show for it?
Let's see. I need to get 6 points out of this. I could go for the shot and say, look, Barret's more trouble than he's worth. You know what? Great.
All the more reason I need to make sure I'm compensated.
Okay. What a bloodshed. You would have attacked already, bro.
True.
I don't want to hit the friends thing. I'm gonna try it.
He has
been it worked.
Entertaining than most hostages. Barret has some good friends, it seems. Very well. You're all free to go.
It's been a real pleasure, Matsura. Really. And good luck out there with all the, you know, hurting people and taking their money.
Barret is just like a bad little kid. Like he constantly needs to be watched. Come on, let's get out of here. So talk no jutsu actually worked. That's interesting. For once, talk no jutsu works. On the first try. Because I am not good at persuasion techniques in this game. Like, I come in assuming I'm gonna have to deliver the thunder to somebody. I will take all of this. And where was that guy I was picking off? Did he fall down somewhere? Did bro fall down somewhere? Okay, so we gotta find Kodama. Kodama used to be one of my favorite weapons in this game. It was lighter weight. It was lighter weight, automatic. I can put a lot of fire down range, but also could aim better. But then I got my hands on the Mag series. And I'm like, it's the Kodama, but better. Mag all of you. Mag all of this. And I think that's good. There isn't really a whole lot else that's here. So let's head out to the lodge. Let's head out to the lodge and see what is next. Or now that Barrett's back home. And I think that is probably where we're going to end our Starfield side of the playthrough. Tracker, quit following me. We don't want any. Cave at the office.
Sorry for the wait, everyone. Got a little held up on Vectera.
Barret, we were worried sick.
Well, some of us were.
I see what you did there, Walter. And I know you've been secretly crying into your piles of money just waiting for my return.
Actually, Walter has been complaining about you more than usual, which is always a sign when he's worried.
Don't start, Country.
Wait, is that? And to think the first artifact was taking up dust on the library shelf. Now look at them all. You feel it a bit, can't you? Ever since I found the second one, had the visions. Being around them is just comforting. So hey, I'm still not 100%, plus I feel guilty dragging you into all of this. Why don't I stick around? Help you get adjusted to the weird corners of the universe.
I guess that sounds good to me, because somebody needs to watch you.
Till next time, then. It's been a real
All right, so Barret is done. Yeah, let's go to the eye. I want to see if Vlad is talking about the what's the name of that? If Vlad is talking about the temples,
I have something for you when you have a moment.
then we'll hit up the temples. If it's just an artifact, then I think that's where we're gonna leave. But
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
like I've said before,
How can I be of service,
the
Captain?
more I play this, the more I realize why I've put 1,500 hours in this game.
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one.
That doesn't quite make sense. The artifacts are similar in size.
The ones we found, anyway. No telling what this is, but you can feel that excitement in the air, can't you? It's something important. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open.
Landed it near the anomaly, use my scanner. Got it.
And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
All right, to Procyon 3. Which I don't remember off the top of my head if Procyon is actually out tonight. Let me look. Yeah. Procyon is actually out tonight. So if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, roughly about 8 o'clock. Hey, Mix! What is going on? Welcome in, Mix. The one and only Jay Mixon Hang, who, whether he realizes it or not, reminded me of how much I actually missed this game. Yeah, welcome in. What kind of help if I actually did it right?
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
But Jay Mixon King, who plays a lot of RPGs, anywhere from the Fallout series to this, to even games like Suikoden. But he mainly plays RPGs. A person that I love popping my head in to watch and banter with. Need to find a day to play this more, trying to finish Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, Outer Worlds 1 is one of the games that's on the list about what I'm playing next, as like more of my longer series. I know 2 doesn't necessarily matter.
Excuse me, do you have a minute? I'm a scientist. I could use some help with my research.
Sorry, Doc, I got other things to do for once. Okay. But that is the place. So...
Was it something I said?
No, Doc, I have other things I have. So you're catching us going to the first anomaly. First Outer Worlds was a lot funnier.
Landing initiated.
Yeah, like that's another thing I want to do, because Mass Effect, I love Mass Effect. I still say Mass Effect is still my favorite space opera of all time, but I do want to play some games that will get me to come up for air a little bit. Like, Starfield to me is a cooldown. I consider this a cooldown from all that business. And if anybody who has beaten the series, beaten the trilogy, yeah, you kind of get it. I put my other weapon up. I think I'm gonna keep playing Starfield over and over. I even have mods now. I'm on the fence when it comes to mods.
Thanks for stopping to chat.
Hi, Marika. Get back to work.
Hello again. I bet you're glad to have me now, huh? I'm ready to go, Captain.
All right. Do you believe they are going to do that major update that's rumored? That is a good question. That is a very...
We've got them now!
There are no more enemies remaining.
I don't know why that tickled me. But Vasco pulling that thing out, murking the animal, and then saying, "There's nobody else here." Okay. Thanks, Voss. I think. I'm curious. When it comes to Bethesda, to be honest with you, I don't quite know what to think. Oh yeah, these are the temples. Wakey, wakey, champ. Not that one. I wish I still had.
Let's move along before any of their friends show up.
Bro! I was just trying to mind my business. Like, I don't know, to be honest with you. They said it's supposed to come out this month, or at least I've heard rumors it's supposed to come out this month. To be honest with you, I doubt it. I doubt it heavily. But Bethesda is in a weird place. That's it. Eureka! Go, champ. We don't have time to gun down the entire population of the wildlife. Blue! What is going on, my friend? Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful, the great, the one with the amazing singing voice. Ladies and gentlemen, the driver of the Nomad, Lil Blue Mozart. Hey, not a problem, not a problem, not a problem. I'm good. I'm good. I thought I was gonna be a bit under the weather today, but I decided to just say no. Basically. Like, I was sneezing all over the place. Like, not long before stream. Then I was like, no. No. Was it? There's a series of videos making fun of the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, and a lot of them had to deal with Seto Kaiba. And whenever somebody seems like they're about to get an advantage of something, Seto is like, as the president of Kaiba Corp, I declare that invalid. So I channeled my inner Seto Kaiba. And said, I declare my sneezing invalid. Woo! All right, chat. As you should. All right, chat. If this was real life and this is your first time seeing something like this, another one. There is the other one. I don't think I'm gonna get it this time. Hear it. There we go. Oh. There's the fake out, and there's the actual. But no, like, I'm not saying playing it, but if you had to experience this in real life, what would be going through your head? Like, you walk into a room and instantly go into 0G, excuse me, and keep hearing all of this music. And you're the only one that can hear it. Yeah, I wouldn't even be there. All right, here we go. Creature of flesh and blood, you touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance. I knew it! I knew he was gonna catch on! I knew you were gonna catch on! I knew you were gonna catch on! I was about to ask the question! With a mixture of Stargate. Where are you? Nothing. It was nothing. That's all. Kill it with fire. Kill him with fire. There was nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing was there. That's all. Just like that one. There was nothing there. It's fine. The scene is safe. You can come out now. Oh, that's right. That's right. I have a power now. I shall have to look at support now. It ran her off. Appreciate it, Blue. Appreciate it. All right, anti-gravity field. Now, last time I did this for the first time, I tried to throw an anti-gravity field and threw a grenade. And now I have my first power. Now we can get the business. Let's test this out. Come here, boy. Now, I will say this, you could not trust me with this power. Then again, maybe you could. Let's face. Let's face. You might be able to trust me with this power. Because I will say, I would absolutely abuse this when moving stuff. Hey, you! Get away from my ship. All right. Now what? Okay, so we are gonna go to the lodge, and I think that is where we're gonna stop.
Captain James, hello.
Hey, Vasco. So we're gonna go back to the lodge. Talk to the crew, and then that's where we're gonna call it. There is a couple of things I do want to talk about before we get out of here.
We need to discuss.
Hey!
Bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
No!
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail.
No! Noel! Put that thing away! Vlad! It gave me powers! Powers! I am inevitable.
What in the blackest sea are you going on about? What did it do to you?
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
Okay. Okay. Remember how to use it. Do not use this. Remember to actually use your powers and not grenades.
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
I'm gonna use this everywhere. I'm gonna abuse it. Oh, we need to keep this on the wraps. No one must know my secret identity. It was the temple, man. The temple did this.
So we have artifacts, a temple, and this power. All connected.
Can we find more of them?
Already picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare. And even then, it takes time.
I'll follow up on the other anomaly you found. Hopefully it's another temple.
Don't think it's just fortunes left that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
Right. That is done. Let's go ahead and drop a point in here. I still need one more level. So let's see. Negotiation, outpost management. We're not doing instigation. Deception. Leadership. You know what? Let's just go with leadership for now. I don't have to necessarily worry about lists and all that, but so the next level, we should have the ability to have more people onto the onto the ship itself. All right. So
Lately, I find myself spending more and more time here. Business has
let's find us a couch to go sit in. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's... All right, gang. Thank y'all for coming through today. I'm still getting used to the juggle between YouTube's chat and Twitch's chat. So it's gonna take me a couple of weeks for me to get used to balancing them both out and talking to each. But regardless, thank y'all for coming through for this episode of my playthrough of Starfield. We will be back next week at about 2:30 for the next portion of it. We're going to do more temples. We are going to try to find more artifacts, and we might actually start the UC Vanguard portion of this game, because there's one companion I do want to get my hands on. My favorite companion that I want to get my hands on. So we're going to start one of the Vanguard quests next week, and we will go from there. So to YouTube, y'all take it easy. Like and subscribe for more of these shenanigans. And like I said earlier, if you want to catch the earlier parts of the stream, I start those at 2 p.m. Eastern. You want to get into the Marvel side of things. If you want to chop it up for the question of the day and whatever stuff we feel like talking about at the early part and whatever, you can check me out on Twitch and we can go from there. Y'all take it easy, and I will holla at y'all next time.